Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me at What Else? Maria loves to talk. And what am I talking about, you guys? I'm talking about some interesting stories that I know you guys have seen in the news. Some you may have not seen in the news, but hey, I'm picking up from missing people who have been abducted, kids been missing, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. So, hey, if it's something you're interested in, something you have information on and you want to add to it, please join me at, again, Maria Loves to Talk. Please get you some snacks, come back, click like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay, so first starting off, I just saw this story myself. I'm just like, why is it, and I'm gonna just have to stop fussing and arguing. Okay, so we know about a month ago, the young lady, Kylie Rodney, was missing in California. And unfortunately, they found the young lady, but she had passed, or had, truck was found in the lake. And the police couldn't find it. A group of men, I think they might have a Facebook or YouTube page. They do dives, so they found the young lady, thanks to them. But also there's another young lady, her name, I just saw that, Jolissa Fuentes. She went missing around the same time. I think she's a Native American young lady. I'm not certain, but she went missing in the middle of the night. They have her on surveillance. I think they said, I want to make sure I have it right, Avocado Lake or Avocado something, somewhere around there. So the Fresno police, they're looking for her. That's one, well, really two. Then this last Friday, or was it Thursday, the billionaire heiress Eliza Fletcher from Memphis went missing. She went take a jog. She's a teacher, took a jog at 4:30. I'm not gonna go there because you know me, and people have already said. I went on Facebook, and every page I went, people were asking, why was she out at 4:30 jogging? So a man picked her up. They didn't know who caught her. They finally found it was a man. His name is, he has like a, I've never heard this name before. It's called Cleota Abston. And he had a history previously of kidnapping a high-powered attorney years ago, and he'd been in jail. He was recently released, blah, blah, blah. So he's not talking. So make a long story short, there's also a young child missing. His name is Ketas Mebane. His aunt, Shantae Thompson, kidnapped him. That's been a few days ago, 5 or 6 days ago. This little boy's still missing, and that's in Memphis. So again, going back, how is it some people are found faster, or the police or the search parties are more rigorous and diligent in looking for those people and not others? Okay, I'm just curious. And I don't know if there was an Amber Alert put out for that little boy, Ketas Mebane. Okay, you know, I don't know why the aunt would kidnap him. Okay, so the next person here I want to talk about, this lady, I never heard of her. I was on someone else's page, and her name is Irene Gakwa. She's from Kenya. Attractive young lady, very petite, very petite. They said she's about maybe about 5 feet tall, 89 pounds, very petite. So she came to the United States from Kenya in, I think, 2019, stayed with her brothers. They live in Idaho. She has 2 brothers, and she's the baby girl. So the parents saying the last time, her name is Gakwa, Gakwa. Last time the parents saw her, they said she FaceTimed them or did, WhatsApp video, February the 24th. The father said he teased her about her hair not being fixed or something. And he said that all he remembered was, and she's in Gillette, Wyoming. I never heard of Gillette, Wyoming. She met a dude. She's met a guy, big heavy set. I didn't get his name. I think they said High Tower. But she met this man off a Craigslist forum. And I was just like, a lot of people, are people still doing Craigslist? Or are you, I mean, people dating or meeting dudes or boyfriends, girlfriends off of Craigslist? So she met this guy off of Craigslist. He's a big old heavy set guy. He's, I don't know if they have a picture of him. He's a white guy. He looks to be every bit about 300 pounds. They didn't say what he does for a living. So make a long story short, the parents said they were getting messages or texts, but they could never speak to her on the telephone. So they had the brothers to look in on it. So Irene is on her brother's cell phone plan. So the brothers started looking at the cell phone plan to see the family plan, to see where was she at or what's going on. So here they say here, her father started worrying late in February when she did not respond to the video calls. Okay, so he wanted to see her on the videos. So this was unusual for the 32-year-old who spoke to her parents about every other day. So she's 32. She came down here for nursing. This is her brother. His name is Chris, and his wife. Nice looking family, attractive couple. So they go on. I'm trying to figure, I saw where the brother said he tried to get in touch with this guy. So here they says he took a 12-hour drive. That's a long drive from Idaho to Wyoming, okay, to try to get in touch with her. So here, this is what the text messages someone has been sending to the dad. So the dad says, in early March, between her last video call and the day that she was reported missing, her parents received some short WhatsApp messages from her account. Dad, I dropped my phone in the water. It sounds like something from Lifetime movies, you guys. Lifetime movies, I'm serious. And then it goes on to say, now the microphone doesn't work. And then in another text, the person, whoever wrote this, I just want you to know I love and miss you and Mom. Okay. So he already knows people, you know your family member, you know how they text, you know their grammar. You know, and I'm not a person to text. So if someone get a message from me, it's not going to be a text. I'm going to call, or you going to, or I will leave a voice message or something. So this is him, and I'm not being messy. He looked like the Michelin tire man, or Baby Yui or something. I mean, I'm trying to figure, she 90 or 89 pounds. This dude's every bit of about 300 pounds. So his name is Nathan Heitman. He's accused of financial crimes. So here they said her brothers reported her missing to the Gillette Police Department on March the 20th. So the last time they heard from her was February the 24th. Okay, so Heitman, the officer, said in late February, he's telling them that she came home one night and she packed her stuff in 2 plastic bags. She was in a dark colored SUV and she left. Then he goes on to say something so dumb. He told police he hadn't heard from her since, but that he withdrew money from her bank account to force her to contact him if she needed money. Excuse me? Really? Okay, so Hyman goes on to say, Hyman did not respond to the brothers. So he's refusing to speak to the brothers. He's refusing to hand over their sister's properties. So he is considered a person of interest. So then I see something here. They're saying, I believe he was arrested. So here they're saying between February and March, he transferred $3,700 from her account, and he spent $3,200 of her credit card. This is a bold dude. He is bold. Very bold. And also very stupid. Okay, so here he also changed her banking passwords and deleted her Gmail account. Court documents said all the changes was made from an IP address associated with Heitman after the date he told police Gakwa Irene had moved out. This would indicate it was Nathan accessing Irene's account, removing money, and changing the password to deny access to Irene, according to the affidavit. And that's about it. So what I'm thinking, February the 24th, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. It's almost like 7 months. Why haven't I seen this on TV, on my local TV, or when I watch New York CBS News? I haven't seen it. But and yes, I'm fixing to go there, but when Gabby Petito was missing last year, I saw it all day. You know, go to work, lunch break, go to doctor's appointments, the hospital, the clinics, the TVs, all that was showing. Same thing with the lady, Miss Eliza, that is still missing. They're trying to get this guy Cleofa to tell him where she's at. I saw that all day long. Same thing with the young girl, Heidi Rodney. Saw it all day long. So one thing that's good, the community is coming out to support her. They've made T-shirts. Where's Irene? Here I want to get to the part where somebody said they had a tip. Someone said that the tip, or the person who contacted them, said she could possibly be in a mining shaft or somewhere in the mountains. So here they're saying Irene developed a close bond with her sister-in-law. Both women took a girls' trip to Los Angeles in 2020. And in between shopping, eating out, and visits to the beach, Irene confided to her sister-in-law that she was dating Heitman. So the family didn't even know about that guy. So when she finally told them, she had already decided to move from Idaho to Wyoming. The brother says that he thought that they had broke up. He didn't know that she had got back with the Michelin tire guy. That's what I'm gonna call him, Michelin tire, now Heitman. And that they had even moved in. Brother didn't even know this, that she had moved in with the Michelin tire man. Okay, so he's saying the last time he saw his sister was last Thanksgiving. He was expecting them to do something for the Christmas holiday. She was supposed to either go back home to Kenya. So here they're saying, and something that the police found out is that on her Visa card, court documents are showing that Michelin tire dude, he bought, on this woman's Visa card, he bought a shovel, some boots, and some other things. So that's pretty much tells you that whatever he did, this young lady, Miss Irene Gakwa, is no longer with us, and that he buried her somewhere in Wyoming. And I've never been to Wyoming. I don't know what it's like or what the territory is, but for someone to call in and tell them that, hey, we suspect she's in a mining shaft or something. This is an old picture of her with her dad, nice looking dapper guy. They look like they a middle-class family in Kenya. I'm not being messy for some people. They're not living in the hut. They're not living in bushes. They're an educated family. She was supposed to be a quiet woman. She kept to herself. She never gave her parents any trouble. So that's really sad to see that this happened. This man, I think he preyed on her, not prayed, but preyed on this woman being a little quiet, timid woman. I don't know if he might saw that she had money, or maybe she saw that he wasn't about anything and was trying to break. And then they always cut up when the woman's trying to break up. So Irene, I'm wishing that they find this woman. I'm wishing that they use that same energy that they did for the other people, for this woman and the other women. Okay, moving on. These people here are still missing. Well, yeah. Let me pull this. This is Daniel Robinson, Alania Lenore, and I'm sorry, the other man. He's from Pearland, Texas. Daniel Robinson, still missing. He went missing in Arizona, June last year on a site. I think he was in oil and gas, or a researcher. Just went missing. Alania Lenore, I did check out my video. I did a video about her last week. This is Mr. Daniel Robinson. Young, healthy men, 24 years old. You just starting your life out off. They don't just go missing like that. So that to me is weird. He went missing in Arizona. The poor daddy left where he lives. I think they from either South Carolina or North Carolina. So the dad has been living in his son's apartment for a year. He says every day, every night, all he's doing is thinking about his son, dreaming about his son. Where's his son? Okay. Alania Lenore, I did that story a week ago. I have not seen any updates. I don't see, she's not getting the coverage that Kylie Rodney got, Gabby Petito got. She's not getting the same coverage that Miss Eliza Fletcher got. I don't see or see anything, read anything where the police or any search parties are out there. I don't see anything where they brought these guys, these two last men that last saw her, her cousin, Tori, back in to interrogate these people. I don't see anything. So I want to just say quickly, and I wrote some little notes down. I think after I had did my video, because that's when it came to me, because I already did my video and I said I'm going to come back and do a recap. I wouldn't call it was a dream, because it wasn't a full-fledged dream. It was kind of like a flash, and I was sitting up doing what I always do, eating and watching TV and on the phone and hollering at the people downstairs, okay? I'm doing all that. I'm doing all that multitasking. And I guess I must have dozed off a minute or so. And I know Alania was on my mind because I was talking about her on the phone with the person who I was talking to. And I remember earlier was talking about Felicia Johnson, who came to Houston from San Diego. She is still missing. And I do not see or hear anything about her or what the police or any search parties, nothing, okay? So what I saw, I could not see the people's faces, but I knew what was going on. I saw someone had a woman, I know it was a woman, by the hands. You know how you lift someone up, you're lifting, and the other person, and they appeared to be both men or dudes. So one had the hand, the arms, the other dude, the other person had the feet. So they like lifted the person up, and as they did that, the guy that was holding the feet, one of the leg kind of like, you know how your leg, when it just fall down, it hit the floor. And I was thinking, this is weird. Why am I seeing this? I'm not seeing it clearly, but I'm seeing like the person is being dragged, or they're lifting, trying to lift, and the other person, he dropped the foot, the person's leg falls, kind of like hit the floor. And I couldn't tell if this was like a wooden floor or one of those fake wooden floors, or what type of flooring, but I thought, what is it telling me? What is the sign? What is the message? I want to say that. His name is Lopez Richardson. This is him with his little child. He's from Pearland, Texas. One of my brother-in-laws, or should I say ex-brother-in-laws, live over there in that area. He went missing in June 2021, has not been heard from since. He told his family member that someone was out to get him, that someone is following him, and that he said that he did something. He didn't go into details. I don't know if he told the family member who it was, but he said that he disrespected someone, and it's too late. Let's see how they said. He told him, okay, Richardson told Jenkins, he said he disrespected the wrong person. I don't know what that means. And may not have time to apologize. She said Richardson's Dodge Ram pickup truck was later found near the railroad tracks between the border of Texas and Oklahoma. That's very far from Pearland, Texas, Oklahoma. So he did something or said something out the way to someone. I don't know. It could have been one of those Facebook fights, people arguing back and forth on Facebook. No telling. But I haven't heard anything. My brother-in-law, he's just like me. He's a news fanatic, a news junkie. He would have told me. He hasn't, I'm sure, haven't seen or heard anything. So why haven't this been talked about?